Hey friends, so a little bit of an impromptu video, and here's my reason why. I could feel myself slipping, and it's one of those I could feel. I'll just simply explain. Standing with my husband, explaining to him and saying, I don't understand. You know, we had such a great weekend. I had so much fun. Me, myself, I had so much fun. I got to relax. Anyway, I was around people that we love. It was great. But then at the same time, I was like, I also didn't sleep. And because we had some late nights, and I was eating some things that I shouldn't have. And what else hit me? Anyway, I'm not going to focus on all the negatives. But, the big one. The big one. I've been working quite hard to get this purged from my system. And so that's been happening, and that's been fun too. Anyway, drinking wine. So I know sulfates are not good for my body. I have a sensitive allergy to them. And when I consume them, as you can see, I itch like crazy. I itch. I am irritable. The littlest thing can just irritate the fuck out of me. Just ask my husband. I named it. I just straight out said yesterday, I said last night, I should not have had the wine. I shouldn't have. I was not honoring me and my body because I was just so, I don't even know how to describe the feeling other than it takes over my body, and it really sucks. I am so itchy, and I am just so like, I don't feel, I just want it out of my body. I do not feel comfortable in it whatsoever. And even today at work, I was just so fucking itchy. So itchy. It did help last night. So what I did last night is I took 2 Tri-E's, which lemon, lavender, and peppermint have kind of like sensitivities, support reaction when you put those together. So I had those. I had 2 of those. I had turmeric, which turmeric is well known to help with any inflammation. So I regularly use it because I know with my PCOS challenges that I've had in the past, I do have to, I have to watch myself emotionally and physically, because that's how it affects my body. So I've been supporting myself holistically for, I think it was since the end of 2016. So it's been a while. So now my body's like, okay, what the fuck are you doing? You know these things your body does not like. And it feels like the more aligned I become in my body, the quicker. Like it's like my body's like, what are you doing? We know this. What are you doing? Anyway, so yes, I had the Tri-E's, I had turmeric, I had an adaptive to calm me the fuck down. I think I went ahead and on guard too, but truthfully I did. I had 2 on guard, and my reasoning behind that is when I lack sleep, that's when my immune system gets lower, much like everyone else. I know this about myself, so I saw the on guard there, so I took it as well. So I did help myself, drinking the water, trying to get things out. And then today I had a nut butter that there's a few nuts in it, that one particularly cashews, which kind of sucks, but it's life. It is one my body does not like. So that helped with the purging, let's just say. Anyway, I am definitely not, and I took more Tri-E's midday as well. So I think I took a turmeric as well, yes. And I took my Lifelong Vitality at lunch, which I didn't yesterday because I wasn't home at lunch. So it's interesting how, like, I was out, my husband's working in the shop, and I went out to see what he was doing because he's putting a bracket on the side-by-side, which is awesome because then it makes it so much easier for him. He does not have to take anything off and on, and our son's helping him, so it's great. Anyway, it's a simple, easy project that's going to be much more valuable than it actually is. Anyway, I was explaining all of this to him, and that's when it hit me, like, because I was like, we had a really good weekend. And I, was around people that I love being around, and some people we haven't seen in a while, and it was so much fun, and it was like, but you didn't 100% honor. And it was simple decisions. So there's probably some food Friday night that I had that, no, there's food I had that I don't know all the ingredients. It is a risk now, knowing, with my health, so be it. It was like the perfect storm, I think. I did not have wine Friday night. I was smart. But I was up late. So I think I got 4 hours sleep because my body was up at the normal time of 5:30 and did not want to go back to sleep. So that I'm realizing I need my sleep. My body needs sleep. So it's learning to get in tune with yourself too, because what my body needs and what you need, they're not going to be the same. So yeah, it's leaning in, and I knew I needed more sleep. It was a freaking gorgeous day. I could not sleep in the middle of the day. I tried. I did sleep actually for 45 minutes. And that was, I had to push myself to do that. And then Sunday, yep, had some more wine, mimosas, and wine because it's easy. But here's the thing. Sometimes the easy things are the really fucking hard things in our lives. So, which was my reminder today. And that's why I wanted to jump on and make a video, because I always think of these things and I either don't write anything down or I don't do a video, which I rarely would sit down and do a video if I just thought of something. And I thought, no, this time, because when I came into the house, at first all I wanted to do was go lay in bed on my tummy. I love laying in bed on my tummy. Or on my cushion. I love my cushion. And I didn't. And there's no shame in if you do. Because before my husband got home, I did lay down for 5 minutes. And here's what I did do when I laid down for those 5 minutes. I opened up Instagram. And that solves nothing. Nothing. And really and truly, there's not necessarily a problem to solve, because I drank the wine, I ate the nut butter, I stayed up late. I'm owning that. I 100% own that. 100%. Yes, I did those actions. Yes, I am now paying for those consequences. Yes, I am saying, higher self, you are 100% right. I should always listen to you. And in those moments that I don't, it becomes a learning lesson. But here's the cool thing. At lunch, one of the cards that I picked, and this is actually the one that from the Rose Oracle deck. So I first pulled the cards from Work Your Light. You can go check that one out. And then I had a really strong pull that I needed to pull one more card. And here's the card. Morning Dew. Clarity, a fresh start, a positive outlook. So here's what I did do when I came in from outside. I didn't lay down. I came in here and I got my roller that I made, which I'm pretty sure I talked about in the previous video, I think. I took an empty Immortelle bottle. Yes, I did. I talked about it. I took an empty Immortelle bottle that had like maybe a little bit in the bottom, and then it still had, you know, residue on the sides. I put turmeric and sandalwood in here with coconut oil. So this is my third eye. This is my crown chakra, my throat. Like it's all the spiritual chakra things. So I put that on. And then I thought, wait a second. You're starting to shift out of this. Because like I said, I wanted to come in and lay down. I wanted to do nothing. Nothing. Which includes my non-negotiables, the things that make me feel better. And what are those things? So first of all, get the oil on. The high vibe oils. Get them on. They help me so much. Oils in the diffuser. So I picked an intuitive blend. Some of them I remember. These two I do not. Watch your eyes. Okay, if you have a hot oil, and sometimes the oil like you know, when you drip the oil in, sometimes it runs, and then sometimes you'll close the bottle and there'll be hot oil here. Do not touch your eyes because it's hot. Okay, so we've got Breathe, which is the oil of breath. Pam, take a breath. We've got Elevation, which is the oil of joy. Like I said, I had a lot of joy in my life all weekend. I even took all day off yesterday off social media, which was, oh, there's some days I just want to step away. And there's other days because I love the visual aspect of it, and I love looking at pictures, and I love the quick little reels, which suck you in, and it's not fair. I like the simple life. I like the simple life. And, you know, I was thinking the other day, like, when did our lives become so much busier? Not so much the internet, because it was stuck in a massive thing on your desk, right? But then came these little things that's recording this. Like, it's handy in some ways so freaking much. But in other ways, it's so damaging. And for someone like me with very sensitive energy at times. Oh yes, I also have my Healy on. Like I went from literally like, I'm going to bed, I'm going to be on my phone, I'm doing nothing, which really meant you're doing nothing for yourself. You're just making it worse. You're sabotaging yourself that much more. When you do the work, when you put yourself first, you can recognize it that much quicker, and you can shift yourself that much quicker too. Thankfully for me, I always start diffuser blends at work. Always, every morning. That is my first go-to before doing anything, is start my diffuser. Because I know with the aromatherapy, it just helps get me into my mindset, and it also benefits everyone else in the area too. It's a win-win for everyone. It also helps cleanses the air too. Anyway, so oils are a huge thing. So high ghee, which I'm running out of, is the oil of sanctuary. This one actually, when I went to grab it, so Cassia and Breathe jumped out at me first. I have to look that up. I can't remember what it is. High ghee. So I reached to grab an oil from the shelf, and I actually reached in between. So I had to open my eyes to see where my hand was because I couldn't get it out. I just thought that was really cool. Our intuition knows what it wants. So then we've got Cassia, which is self-assurance. So that's Cassia. And Holiday Peace, which I just used the other day. Oh, Contemplation. So that's a nice blend. So I'm going to get these in the diffuser. I already pulled the card, so I'm not going to do that. I probably will use some sage to cleanse the energy off myself, just to refresh that. And have a shower at night, which, oh, there we go. There's another thing. Friday night, got home late, did not shower before bed. Saturday night, was tired from Friday night, did not shower Saturday night, showered Saturday morning. I am someone who needs to shower at the end of the day to wash off the energy, even if it's good energy. I am recognizing I need to wash it. I need to come back to me, my alignment, to then carry on in the human world the next day. Yes. And actually, this weekend is the first weekend in a very long time. My dreams have been freaking insane. Freaking insane. Like, I did not sleep because of a late night, and my dreams were also like super active. So that now makes me wonder. Let's see how I sleep tonight. Because I'm going to go, and once I get the diffusers going, I'm going to go shower. I'm going to pour into me tonight. So I've already started. I started writing this in my journal, truthfully. I started writing it in my journal and messaged how I was talking to my husband, and I was telling him how I felt. And it was like, boom, 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 realization. You're all in the power of this, right? You choose to make the decisions. You choose the choices that you've made. So yes, I've owned it. Every step of the way I've owned it. I said to my husband yesterday, I knew it was the fucking wine. Mimosas were good, but we can't do that. So it's fine. It's all good. We shift. So this book I'm also reading. And my Rise and Rest journal, which I did not do this morning. So I'm calling myself out. Wait a second, did I? I did not. Nope. I did last night. So there we go. Calling myself out. Getting realigned back into my heart. I'm excited for what's going to come tomorrow. Yes. Oh, and also, I'm going to dive into this tonight. The Artist's Way. Interesting. A friend, an energy worker that I've been working with for the past almost 2 years. She has helped me shift a lot. Anyway, she shared this in her stories this morning, and I was like, oh my God, I just got this 2 weeks ago, and I've been wanting to dive into it. So I'm getting myself realigned, and I'm pouring into me tonight before the rest of the world tomorrow. And that's going to be good. It's going to be good. I appreciate these moments where I can see myself. Like, there's no one else that put me out of alignment. It's just these little choices. And I know also there's some things I'm healing. Like even along the lines of when I was shifting my diet, I was feeling like I was an inconvenience to someone because of the way I had to eat. Which means I was not honoring myself. So I've gotten really fucking comfortable with owning who I am and owning the fact that, you know, like I know I avoid cow's dairy. I avoid wheat. I avoid corn. So why do I cave with sulfites? There's also, I think, a little bit of a stigma. And I have felt, I have had zero pressure from any family or friends. Like, well, you have to have a glass of wine. No, that's not even part of, no. I love the fact that no matter where I am, there is never pressure for anyone ever to have to drink or have to eat whatever. It's just you be you. So, and the more people that are being themselves authentically, the more people can shine their light too. So this has been great. I am so glad I jumped on to share. Have an amazing evening.